Hello and welcome to Caching Waves. It's an Elliott Wave update for ICP down at the 15-minute level. If you want to see this entire structure, I'll put a link in the description to the larger structure and options in this area. But this is just a quick update on the entry I was trying to take yesterday. Now, first of all, this was the entry I suggested just in case we don't get this next move to the downside. And that was to, once we had a potential ABC complete over here, I didn't want to miss this move, so I said if we take off here and don't make a new low, which we ended up doing, you can trigger into your, I was going to trigger into the entry right here because targets would have been much higher and targeting 1780. So my entry was like this, and fibs would have been, targets would have been moved up to this previous area here. But we ended up coming down and making our standard ABC with a flat in between, which is actually better. That was my hope, but I just didn't want to miss it in case it didn't work out. So that's the reason I decided to take a trigger order above this area, a trigger market order. I needed the market to confirm it was going to break out before I entered into it. And luckily that didn't happen, and I ended up getting my regular order, which was the 382, the 50, and I had a third at the 618. So I take my risk I'm allowed to lose, which is $100 on the channel account, and I divide it at $33 risk, $33 risk, $33 risk. And just use a calculator. The average price would have been the 50. So I got filled in two spots here, the 382 and the 50, 66% filled. And I then market ordered the rest of the risk, the $33, above this B level here. So I'm fully in now. And stop is at this low. And I'll mark that on here. So this is my current entry. Original position size, I believe I was supposed to have 50, 19, yeah, 57. But I didn't get that 618 order, so I ended up with 47. And that was with the buy at the 382.50, and then the rest at that breakout above the B. So this trade looks good at the moment. I'm going to enter in my average prices. Right now targeting 1780, might end up being more. We'll see how these waves fill out. My average entry price was 1406, and my stop on my exchange is 11.939. You have to check what it is on your exchange. But currently just under 2-to-1. It's not the greatest entry. I prefer 2-to-1 plus, but we'll see if we get a little bit of an extension here. So targets for our third wave currently, if this pans out as expected, is between 1573 and 1632.7, and we might go off log scale, which is a little bit higher. So what I want to see today is break these 618s, close above. So this 618, that's the area where probabilities shift to the upside. You take a fib pull from the top of this wave, this three-wave pattern. That's the larger in red you see here at 1450. We've broken through the 618 retracement on both scales. We have yet to close above though. And on this previous wave 2, same area. So we want to see a close above here, and then probability shift that we're making this pattern. And want to see a series of 3 up to this area, and we get our correction and go up for our 5th. So I'm going to move my stops once we make a new high. I'll shift my stops to the bottom of this too. So our risk will be almost nothing once we break this high of wave 1. But it's looking good, looking very good. targeting that 1780, but I have a lot to update today, guys. So I'm going to update most things, including H-bar. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see these updates, but I am in this trade fully. If you want to follow along and make sure you get all the updates, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell notification if you want them right away. Alright guys, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching.